Yo, what's going on, guys? This is DragsterTV here, back at it again. And today, guys, we're back here on SnowRunner. Now, for today's SnowRunner video, guys, essentially what we're going ahead and doing is putting two very similar vehicles head-to-head in competition, finding out which one is better. Alrighty, guys. Now, both these mods we will be doing a review on, showcasing, and then putting head-to-head up against each other here today. Are, I believe they're not made by the same people, however, they are the same brand of truck, and get this, guys, also the same year of truck. Now, I've had this video idea down in my notes for quite some time, and I just decided today to get around to making it. Alrighty, guys, I felt like both these vehicles, I feel like you guys might like seeing both these vehicles go up against each other since they are the exact same year and the exact same brand. Alrighty, guys. So yeah, we're just going to go and hop straight into it. The two vehicles we will be putting up against each other here today. Starting out, the Ford Bronco 1983 model. Alright, guys, so just the 1983 Ford Bronco. And over here to our right, we have ourselves a 1983 Ford Ranger. Alrighty, guys, now both these mods are fairly popular. Now this mod in particular, since it says IR in front of the name, I know this one was made by T&B Invalid Redneck. Now, I am unfamiliar with who made this mod. Anywho, so how this competition is going to go down, essentially we're just going to, first things first, go into Truck Store, find out which one comes first on the list. The first one that comes on the list, we'll get through all the customization and tests first. Essentially, let's just say, let's go find out right now. Okay, so the Ford Bronco, the 83 Ford Bronco, is going to come first on the list before the Ranger, meaning that we're going to go through all the customization of this one first, then we're going to do all the customization of the Ford Ranger, then we're going to go through all the tests of this bad boy, and then go through all the tests of the Ford Ranger. First things first, when it comes to points, the first vehicle to get a point right off the bat is going to be the cheapest one. Alright, since we already know which one's going to come first, now let's just compare prices and give one of these vehicles a point for which one is cheaper. So here we go. Starting out with the Ford Bronco, here we go. We are going to see here that it is $18,900. Alright, pretty decent price. I mean, it's an alright price for Bronco. Now scrolling right over here we go, $12,500 for the Ford Ranger. So, you know what that means, Ford Ranger is already in the lead with one current point. So now it just will come down to customization and all-in-all performance. So, as I did say, we are going to hop straight into the customization of the Bronco first, then we'll move on to the Ranger. Hopping straight into the customization, we're going to start out here, let's see, so we're going to start out here with a 2.8 liter. We can have a 3.3 liter, and what I like is that we also have a Ford 302 right down here at the end, 4.9 liter V8. That is awesome, small block. So we're gonna go ahead and buy one of those. Fairly cheap. I mean, yeah, these are pretty decently priced engines. So here we go, hopping into gearbox, we have to pair these things up. We do have a freeway gearbox and a SnowRunner gearbox. We're gonna go and run a freeway gearbox since that's gonna be more of our highway gearbox, you know, compared to an off-road gearbox down here for the SnowRunner gearbox. Hopping straight into the suspension here. Let's see, we're gonna start with a nice stock. We can go down to tuned custom. That's as much as it's gonna raise it. Let's see, going on here, highway tires, all-terrains. I see that we have some nice Toyo all-terrains. Those are pretty nice. Oh wow, I like the look. I mean, it fits the Bronco. Like tires like these really do fit the look. But we're looking for, I don't know. I like all these tires for all terrains, but if I'm gonna run Toyos, I believe I have to run off-road ones. It'd be nice if I could zoom out the camera, but that's just alright. Let's check out what kind of mud tires we can put on this bad boy here. The ones I really would run out of all these is probably going to be the R87s if I'm really wanting to run mud tires. What I feel like running today is some Toyo off-road, 39-inch Toyo off-road. So here we go, hopping straight into the winch. Here are all your options. I'm going to go and run a Scout offline. Engageable diff lock, and we can either put on a tall mushroom, which you're already going to have purchased, or a tall front-facing snorkel over here on the left side. So we're going to run that one. Go down here to frame add-on, so we can run a small roof rack. We're not going to run that. See, stock bumper, here's your chrome one. That doesn't change it to chrome. You can put some lights on top if you'd like. A couple of different heavy-duty bumpers. Here your miscellaneous, you got your angled sun visor, your side pipe thresholds, steelies for your rims, and here's where it gets interesting. This is my favorite part of the overall build for this thing. So when you hop right into color, I love these old vintage color schemes. This is what you're going to start out with, alright? Pretty decent, nice color. I mean, it really depends on the lighting. It seems like more of a lighter blue over here. On their side, it seems like kind of a green, Really depends on the lighting and the angle. Over here we're gonna start out with a nice, I was gonna say it's more of like a reddish orange, but no, it's a pretty bright orange. It's two-toned with a nice white stripe down the middle. Love to see it. Looks great. The couple of biohazard stickers and cool stickers on it and whatnot. Over here though, this is my favorite. I believe I'm gonna run this one. So over here, this is one of my favorite vintage looks for this thing. It looks awesome, as you guys can see. A nice wooden finish look. It looks sick. Alright, no, that's the wrong color. Right here. Alright, so these are for the two-tones. I believe there are more at the bottom. Really, I'd run any of these, but I don't know, the wooden ones just call them a name. But anyway, so that is it for the 83 Ford Bronco. So now moving on to the customization of our Ford Ranger. So we're going to start out here stock with a 4.0 liter V6. We can go up to a Ford 302 V8. Alright, so both the same engine. Alrighty guys, so that's going to come down pretty neck and neck. Because so far, it looks like we can have like pretty similar customization, but we have to take a look at it all before we can make that assumption. So here we go. Ford 302 V8, gonna go run that. We have trail tune and highway, so like for our Bronco here, we can have stock. So we're gonna start out with stock all around default gearbox. What do we start out with first? We're gonna start out with the trail tune. Okay, so more of an off-road one, I'm guessing. Probably like 4 gears. We can test that theory. Yep, like 4 gears is exactly right. And then highway might upgrade to like 5 or 6, maybe 5. So that'll be pretty neck and neck. A freeway gearbox, they're both the same engine. A freeway and a highway on both of them. This is gonna be pretty awesome. You're gonna start with stock and go up to raised. So far the suspension is looking pretty similar. So we're gonna hop straight into tires here. Oh, okay, so we only have all terrains to run. We can run just a 36-inch all terrain or an intercooled bogger. I believe we're going to run that. Default winch, switchable or engageable. We're going to run engageable diff lock. And then also, but on the same side, this is on the right side, not the left side. Both vehicles have both options for a tall mushroom or tall front facing. We're going to run tall front facing so that they are as similar as possible. When it comes down to frame add-ons, you're going to have more roof racks, I believe, than the Bronco. Yes, okay, so you only have one for the Bronco, but you have multiple for this. Now, into visuals, I believe we're going to have less visuals. We do have, I like these running lights though. A couple different things we can run if we want. One rim option. Okay, that's good. Let's check out how many options we have for visuals. We have more for visuals when it comes down to that section for the Bronco in customization. Now for color, is this two-tone? No, it's not two-tone. Okay, but it is a nice color. I love the overall build of this thing. Let's see, do we have any two-tone down at the bottom? No, we do not. We do have a lot of color options, probably just the normal color options, right? I believe I'm just going to go and keep the nice white. It's just something about it that really does fit it. But yeah, overall, that is our Ford Ranger. Looks pretty nice. So now hopping straight into the test. These are both of them side by side. Hopping straight into the test of the Ford Bronco first. So with it sitting right here, just an overall quick review. We can see when we can minimize out tools, because I know a lot of guys don't like seeing tools right there or whatnot. Anyway, so here is our Ford Bronco. Alright guys, quick little overview. You have a 32-gallon tank, 5-gear gearbox. Let's see, for low gear you do have engageable diff lock. You do have high gear, you don't have low plus or low minus. Let's see, you cannot do anything for your suspension. Let's see, here's your horn. Oh, by the way, it's all-time all-wheel drive. Here's your horn. Nice loud train horn. Never even heard that train horn before. There we go. Now let's go ahead and start it up, see what it sounds like. Sounds pretty nice. Let's go ahead and rev it up. Sounds pretty good. Let's go and turn the handbrake. Interior view. Forgot about interior view. Oh, that's awesome with the XLT interior. That is sick. Love to see it. Yeah, so overall, this is a lot of detail put in this thing. It's really nice. I like to see it. Alright, so we're going to hop straight into, let's see, on-road performance first. Okay, so we're going to do drag race first. Then we'll just take her through the first mud pit. We're just going to see roughly what kind of time we can get. Alright, going through just the first mud pit. We'll do the same with the Ranger. The Ranger, however, does have, for the all-terrain section, intercooled boggers on it. We're running Toyo Off-Road 39-inch for this one. So here we go, pulling up our handy-dandy stopwatch here. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And we are off. Gonna go and spam clutch right off the bat. Oh, okay, so we're getting some pretty decent speed so far. I'm curious to see how the suspension will hold up with our last test, but we've got to do on-road and then mud test first before we test out suspension. I believe the high gear is going to make us just a bit faster. A little bit. Okay, yeah, it's going to put us sideways, though, so that might... Okay, we're just going to stop it right here. That was 20 seconds, okay? 20 seconds straight down the drag strip. is the performance you're going to get. Oh no, I'd recommend you just keep it in automatic, maybe not high. Kind of put us sideways, flipped us, lost a few seconds, no real point. I mean, we were already right here when they flipped, so no real point in redoing anything. So yeah, we're just gonna hop straight into the mudding performance next. Once again, that was 20 seconds straight down the drag strip. So here we go, we're racing the 20-second run straight down the drag strip. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Oh, it's not looking so good for our... These weren't all-terrains, were they? These are off-road tires. Okay, wow, it's not looking so good. Before we waste any more time, okay, I'm gonna stop that because that was already 20 seconds. Before we waste any more time, I know we do have a lot of mud tires, and it's just kind of in my nature to run mud tires, so I'm going to run a few mud tires. I said the ones I would run would be the YR87s, so I'm going to run those, 39 inches, and I just am curious if we're going to get any better performance out of mud tires rather than our off-road tires. So here we go, in 3, 2, 1, and we are off. Okay, yeah, so mud tires will make you a big difference going through the mud. Shocker, shocker. Okay, yeah, so we might actually make it through in the mud tires. If you're planning on going in a lot of mud terrain, obviously run some mud tires. Just like the look and all the performance stats of our Toyo off-roads. That was 26 seconds. Okay, so instead of 20 seconds sitting there spinning our tires 2 feet in, that was 26 seconds all the way out of just the first mud pit. So your mud tires are going to make you a big difference. What are we going to do next? Let's just keep the mud tires on it. It's alright, looks on everything. Seems to be just a bit slower though. I mean, nah, not really. I mean, just a tad bit. What we're going to do next is test the suspension. Alright guys, with the tuned custom suspension. I'm going to go ahead and go right over here to the logs. Don't you just love to see the floating... Can we switch trucks? Can we change that? Okay, yeah, we can. Oh, weird. Going to recover that. No, we don't want to do that. It's just, it was in our way. Switching back to the Bronco here. Let's go ahead and get lined up. We don't want to go through the mud pit to our left or right, but just straight through the middle. Testing the suspension going over the logs. Ooh, oh, no damage taken. Oh, wow. Come on now. Got this Bronco. This is crazy. Man, the Bronco's just really pushing through this. Oh, may have gotten stuck just a little bit. That's alright. We can back up. We're going to approach it to the left a bit more. Not to that deep rut, but over here. This should keep us going. Oh, got a little bit of engine damage taken, and you guys will notice that we don't have much more we can take. Alrighty, guys. And we have a decent bit more, but yeah. We weren't timing that or nothing, but we just wanted to eyeball the performance, check out how much damage we are going to take from going over these logs, how much engine damage from hitting the front of the vehicle and whatnot we're going to take. So now one last thing. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Now one last thing. We're going to go ahead and, you guys may have guessed it, we're going to jump it. As long as we reach 5 out of 5 gears, it seems like we are pretty set for success. And easy peasy jump. No damage taken, no nosedives, no nothing. See, will it flip or will it just spin out? Drift or flip? It will actually flip. Okay. That's actually a bit surprising. But... oh well, we can flip it right over with the offline suspension. Not suspension, winch. So here we go, hopping straight into the Ranger. Bit curious for this one. Oh yeah, oh, my bad. Real quick. Okay, real quick, a review. So this is going to have 5 gears as well. As you guys may know, same engine. This is a freeway gearbox compared to a highway gearbox. This, however, does have low plus and low minus along the flow. And in low gear, you also do have engageable diff lock. Okay. You do have engageable all-wheel drive instead of all-time all-wheel drive. I believe the Bronco does have. You cannot control your suspension just like the Bronco. Let's see, 22-gallon tank. Here's your horn. No horn. Okay, so this has no horn compared to where the Bronco will have a horn. Let's go and check out the interior first. Gonna have to go ahead and give the Bronco a point for interior. You can't even see the pedals down there at my feet. You do see your gear shift. You do see your gear shifter. It's not that much detail when it comes to the interior, so I will have to give the Bronco a point there. So now let's just go ahead and start it up. Alright, that sounds alright. Rev it up a bit. Oh, they sound the exact same. Okay, so they both have the exact same engine sound. Shocker, shocker. They have the exact same engine. Okay, so point already. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, yeah, I don't know where I was going. Point already for the Bronco. See, because when it comes down to, I mean, really, all in all, it's going to come down to your driving skills. But when you're talking how far you're going to make it when driving, you're going to make it farther in your Bronco. It's just a fact. It has an extra 10 gallons of fuel. Alrighty, guys. So that's 1 point there. But now it comes down to performance. Alrighty, guys, since they are really neck and neck for customization. However, for the one I have to give a point to because they're not the exact identical same, the Bronco does have a bit more customization. Also, I love the quick steering. Look at this, guys. It's just super quick, smooth steering, so I gotta give it a point there. Handling's probably gonna be just a bit better. Customization is very similar, however, the Bronco does have more. This does have low plus and low minus for the freeway gearbox. It has less gas, or less fuel, so that's that. Now it's just to test out some performance. So here we go. 20 seconds is the time to beat. In 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Gonna spam clutch here. Get to 5 out of 5 gears, and then I'm gonna throw it in high gear over here. Even though we're already a bit squirrely coming up, gonna have to throw her in high gear coming up like right here. Just see, is it any faster? High gear is like very similar, but I do find that it is way faster in what's it called? In automatic. Alright, that was 23 seconds down the drag strip. Okay, so a 3-second difference. Wow. So let's go ahead and recover that. Wow, so 3 seconds different. So 3-second difference. Here we go. So now moving on to our mudding performance. How are these intercoat boggers going to perform? Bit curious. Are we going to get a better time than 26 seconds? Let's find out. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And we're off. I believe we are stuck. We just went ahead and surpassed 30 seconds. We're going to go ahead and pronounce it stuck. This is with our bogger tires, so not much more I can switch it to or test out. We do only have a little tire customization, so I guess that's just the mud performance you're going to get out of it. So far, it's not looking too good for the Ranger. However, performance is very similar. You're going to get, what's it? The Ranger is cheaper, I believe. Yeah, the Ranger's cheaper. So you're going to get similar performance for cheaper. Alright, guys, I did take a look at what customization was cheaper and whatnot. Didn't feel like going into detail looking at all that. So here we go. Without timing anything, let's just go and take a look. I believe this does sit higher, so I'm expecting just a bit better performance, but it's really up for debate. You guys can like eyeball it and let me know down below in the comments. Here we go. Taking so far just engine damage, it seems like. I believe we may have taken I believe it's just engine damage. I thought for a minute we may have taken just a little bit of suspension damage, but it didn't seem that way. Looks like we may have made over all those logs with a little less struggle and also just a bit quicker, but I really don't know. So now for the last test, we're gonna do our jump test, see if it'll, number one, make it up the ramp, which I believe it will. Let's see, will it make it up the ramp, will it land, will it take any damage, and will it drift or flip? Alright, because the Bronco flipped. Let's just see if it'll drift or flip. Alright, comment down below, guys. Drift or flip right here, timestamp it. Okay, come on, hit 5 out of 5 gears. Now we are set for success, and no damage taken. Alright, same with the Bronco. No damage taken, no nosedives. Drift or flip? Flip. Okay, so they both flipped. Which one took more damage? And also, I rolled back over. Okay, the Bronco did not roll back over. However, I did just winch myself out in the Bronco. Anywho, that's it for both the vehicles. Let's go ahead and break down what kind of performances we got. So we're gonna start out with customization. Well, first things first, we're gonna start out with where this all started. It's all started in Truck Store. Let's see how much cheaper it's gonna be. So this is $18,000. Let's just round up $19,000 compared to. Well, I'm just gonna say $12,000. So wow, $7,000 difference. Alrighty, guys, and you're gonna get pretty similar performance. You're not gonna get mud performance. Alrighty, guys, you're gonna get pretty similar customization when it comes down to upgrades. When it gets into visuals, you're not gonna have much. You're not gonna have very many color options as well. So all in all, I mean, it's just a quick overlook of all the customization of the Bronco and then the Ford Ranger over here. So all in all, right in the beginning, Ford Ranger got a point. It was cheaper by $7,000. The Ford Bronco had more customization, but it is more expensive. So those are both 1-to-1. When it comes down to, let's see, your on-road performance, it's going to be 3-second difference. Bronco is quicker. It's going to come down to your money performance. You're not going to have much for the Ford Ranger. I'd suggest you avoid some mud in this thing, but do keep the intercoat boggers on. You're going to get some sort of performance, but not much. When it comes down to suspension tests, they both held up very well, so I can't give another one a point for that one. It's pretty much a tie. For which one had more engine durability, I believe I'll give that a point to the Ford Ranger. So all in all, it's going to come down pretty neck and neck. They both made the jump. They both took no damage. None of them nosedived. They both flipped. Oh man, I don't know. It just seems like I should give the Bronco the win. If I had to pick a winner, it'd have to be the Bronco. It made it through the mud. It made it, I don't know, it just made it faster. So it had very similar performance all in all. Like, I'm not just saying it's like by a mile difference. I'm just saying it's very similar performance for both of them. But all in all, Bronco's faster. Bronco made it through the mud. I'm just gonna have to give the Bronco the points to carry it to the win. Alrighty, guys. All in all, though, they are pretty much a tie. But for different things when it comes down to points. Like, as I did mention, this one was cheaper, so that would give it a point compared to where this one made it through the mud and this one didn't, right? So, stuff like that. But anyways, guys, it's really just all an opinion. Like, let me know down below which vehicle you guys thought won. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you have an amazing rest, guys, day or night. And with that, I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.